Hello, hello, soulful seekers. Welcome back to Trauma. No, welcome back to Soul Rain. Dan, I blame you for that. Today we've got a fantastic guest, a repeat offender. You know him well. He is the co founder of the Michigan Hypnosis Conference, as well as the founder of the Guild, North American Hypnotists Guild. Brain fog is real today. You're going to have to bear with me. But the reason he's here today is because he's also the co author of two books, one of which piqued my interest. And that is Be Your Hero. And it's a conversation between us. Welcome, Dan.
Hello. I find it interesting that you have me on your podcast called Soul Rain when I don't have a soul to rain. So, I
Stop
mean, sliding
it.
doors don't open for me or nothing. It's just ridiculous. I get near holy water, it starts to boil. It's just horrible.
At some point, when you have so many death experiences, you have to call the soul back into the body, Dan. It can't just remain floating around outside.
Listen,
You have to bring
I
it
sent
in.
it to get lunch. It never came back. It clearly found somebody better than me. I mean, it's just like, you know what? I can do better than him. He's not meeting my needs. So,
One too
just,
many shocks, and your soul was like, I'm just going to observe from a distance.
yeah, I mean, if there is such a, thing as the Grim Reaper, mine is basically living in his mom's basement. He's just down there like, hey, he's on fire. I'll get it later. Bring me a yoo-hoo. Playing World of Warcraft.
For me, you. No, do not blame my video game of choice. He's not. He's not Henry Cavill. He's death.
It was a rather serious level of World of Warcraft. I couldn't answer the phone.
To be fair, I think you played a druid, so I get that.
Yeah, you can't leave. If you're a druid, you got trees to plant and things to do.
That's
I,
right.
I have yeah, no idea.
Nature to tend, but man who creates many, many things. What inspired the latest series of books that just came flying out of nowhere?
Well, they didn't come flying out of well, one kind of did out of annoyance. There's no nice way to say that, but I was just looking at this. The truly important thing here is I have my M&M coffee cup. Um, so first of all, the guide to conference arrival. Um, and I do a lot of travel tips in the magazine because I travel a lot, you know that. And I kept getting the same questions. Dan, how do you get to all these conferences? How do you go? How do you make it? How do you make that work? What do you do? I was going to go to the conference, but I couldn't get there, and I've got to cancel, and or da 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 da. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm writing it down. Initially, it was just going to be a PDF, and then someone demanded it be an ebook. We don't know who that was. Um, so,
I can't imagine who would insert themselves into your life that way. How rude.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But no, no,
Yeah.
no. So yeah, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to write it down, and I was able to do that because I've done the work. I've made the mistakes. I've messed up the hotel room. I didn't get the flight right over the since 2015 flying all over the world. I've made the mistakes. I've done the work. I know what works and what doesn't work. And some people have that, but if you don't have a plan, um, it's not going to work out for you. And
Yeah.
the one thing that I put in the book, and I think this is going to hit home for you, is to make sure to check the hotel that you're going to. Go on to Expedia, even if you're using the conference. Hey there, Sean. Even if you're using the conference hotel uh, discount from the event, go on to Expedia. Go on to Priceline. Scroll down and
Yeah.
see the incidental. There's a charge for incidental. There's a charge for security deposit. There's a resort fee maybe, so
Yeah.
you know exactly what you're getting into when you get there, and you don't get there's no big surprise when you're checking in. You've got
Right.
one price in your head, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, there's an extra $300 that you didn't know about.
Mhm.
So the the thing with that was like, yeah, I'm going to write that down. Um, I put tips in how to get long-term parking cheaper. Most people just pay right at that. They drive up, they pay. You can save 20 bucks, 20, $30 by doing it online and paying that lower rate by booking online because they are set up for that. They want you to do that.
Mhm.
Even though when I hand them my receipt on the way out, they're just like, did I line? Yeah.
I
So,
think you can
um,
remember it was my second year at HypnoThoughts, and I very quickly
yes.
learned don't assume that things are going to be the same as the year previous. There was an incidental room fee, I think, that encompassed my
Oh,
entire grocery budget for the weekend. And I was like, sweet, not eating this weekend, all good.
awesome. So,
So it's
yeah.
good that you
Um,
allocated those into one place so that people can start to navigate conferences because when it's new, it can be kind of cumbersome and there's a lot, especially if you're traveling to a different part of the country or outside of the country, which you have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book itself is not very long, and it's something I'm going to add to. Yeah, I've already got like I know I have to add things to it here. I've just thought about it. And if you read it, it's 99 cents on Amazon. It will seem counterintuitive to you because the one thing that is counterintuitive is the one thing I tell people to do. If you find a conference that you want to go to, get the hotel room first, then get your flight, then buy the ticket. A lot of people will rush buy the ticket, then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I don't have enough to quite get the flight or the hotel, and now you're trying to sell a conference ticket. But if you start about 6 months out, then yes, I did say that because you get your hotel, then you get your flight, then you book that. You already know where you're going to stay. You know you're already going to be there because you got your flight booked and you've paid for the conference. 97% of your work is done. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was the reason behind that was just I thought to myself, you know what? Holy heck fire.
We have it here. So let
Oh,
me
there you are.
actually.
That's you. I was like, something is,
No, it's not possessed, Dan.
yeah,
But here it is here. The first one. So
yeah.
the traveling hypnotist
Mhm.
guide to a complete
That was a
conference
nickname
arrival.
that, yeah, the traveling hypnotist was a nickname that Jim Kellner gave me.
Did
So
he
I just kind
really?
of
I
went with
didn't
it.
know that.
Yes.
What
So
how did he come up with that one?
there was 1 year for the magazine, or 2 years for the magazine. I went to all of them. I went to Hypno Thoughts. I went to
Yeah.
Heartland. I went to the Canadian. I went to not PHS because they weren't there yet. Excuse me,
Yeah. Yeah.
Pacific Northwest Conference. I
That's right.
went to like the UK conference, and he goes, "Man, you're the traveling hypnotist." And so,
I think if anything,
so
Jim
I
was
just went
really
with it.
good at just calling it as he saw it, and I think that's what we all loved about him was he wasn't afraid to say it as it is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And hey, Brian Potts, exciting stuff, Dan. And that's Brian Potts, my right hand man for the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. And I was able to convince him into being on that.
He volunteered, Dan. That's what the board does. We
Yes.
volunteer for things. You didn't con us.
After I think I may have browbeat him a little bit, and I'm surprised he did. After all, that whole first year, I kept calling him Byron.
Byron. I will never forget
Yeah,
it. I'm
Byron
also
Potts.
never going to
Yeah.
forget that he does a really good Elvis under hypnosis. That is never going to leave my mind, Brian. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Um, so like I said, yeah, the guide is gonna get it's gonna get longer. It's gonna have more pages added to it. There's gonna be more stuff in it. And if anyone has any questions about traveling, reach out to me. I will say this: I have never flown first class. I could do an Amazon. I could do my own Amazon reality series called Life in Zone 8. Um, yeah, I don't pay. If you ever go somewhere and it's like most of the places I go, it's like a 3 4 hour flight. Um, and people ask me, it's like, well, why don't you fly first class? I'm like, well, I've never seen a plane back into a mountain, and why should I pay more to die first? And plus, why should I pay? I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on that plane for 3 hours, going here or there. Um,
I
I might pay a
automatically
little bit
assume
more.
that they would see your
Yeah.
credentials and say, "This is the guy we're having sit beside the door."
Yeah. Yes. Um, I have paid more flying to Ireland to get the better seat, but I mean it was in Ireland. It was in Ireland, and I think I paid a little bit more when I flew over to England, but not much. I mean, I think I went with Comfort Plus. I was like, just
Yeah,
like $50 more.
but those are
But
longer
I,
flights. It's definitely worth it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but just that right there, everybody thinks, oh, I got to get first class if I'm flying on the Comfort Plus. Man, you got a big seat. It's much better. You got leg room. You're good to go, um,
Mhm.
and you're saving 200-300 bucks. I do remember that they flew me from Michigan to Toronto because apparently Expedia doesn't own a Globe. If they could have made a right hand turn, we'd have been in England. Just up and right, guys, just right there. But nope,
Yeah.
didn't work out that way. So 23 minutes. Like I could have driven to
Mhm.
Canada and got on a plane.
For Portugal, I'm actually going to. I'm going to drive to Canada to fly out of Canada, Portugal, because it's like, I think something like 3 or 4 hours less. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll probably cost you less money. So, and yeah, that's another thing I think is going in the book. If you live in Michigan or you live anywhere that you can get into Canada, if you're going overseas, drive over. Book your flight out because you'll save money because obviously they're not using as much fuel, and you don't have another ticket on top of it. Boom, 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 per se. So, but I digress. I think that about, yeah, that covers why on the traveling hypnosis there. But it's
And
all
so
good.
I've essentially been accused of being Earth's version of Hermione Granger and Pepper Potts mixed into one. So naturally, when I see Dan publish a book and not publish a book, I insert myself. That's how that happened. I can't mind my business.
Yeah, he put it
Oh,
out as a
goodness.
free PDF for the love of money. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm a I'm that guy. I can get just about any woman walking the face of the earth to do this.
It was less that and more of why didn't he just publish on Amazon? I don't understand.
What's he
And
doing?
but what I didn't expect was that you would immediately turn around and publish a second book. And so that's the one I want to hear about today.
Yeah, that one. Oh boy, be your own hero. Um, Interesting story behind that. Um,
Do tell.
I went to, I think it was HypnoThoughts, and I can't remember who was presenting, but I was at the presentation, and there was a group that you could join if you were a hypnotherapist or hypnotist or what have you. Um, it was it was about getting your name out there and getting speaker spots and all this, but you had to have a book. Um, so I went back and I thought about it and I started tinkering. Well, as I was tinkering, the group went away. So clearly if they were in there for the long haul, but they disappeared. So I stopped. Um, and then there was another something else that happened that made me go back to it, and I tinkered with it, and I da 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 da, and then just tinkered with it for years and years and years. Um, and I don't know what prompted me to finish it at all, or if it is in point of fact finished, or I just put it together and threw it out there.
Version 2 coming soon. Yeah. That's what he means. Version 2 coming soon.
Yes, or at least Amanda Hope's version 2 is coming soon. Hmm.
Had you told
um,
Jim Kellner about this one?
no,
Okay. I wondered
I
if
don't
he
have that
knew.
kind of. I don't have that. I was gonna call him, but I'm not sure my long distance would reach you.
I think he is more present than we give him credit for. And I say that because just with the mediumship abilities, sometimes it happens and I can't turn it off. And I think that's why I
Oh, that's
inserted
fine.
myself into your business, because immediately I heard Jim in my head saying, "Why the hell wouldn't he put it on? Why wouldn't he make it a book?" And I thought, yeah, you're probably right. So let
I
me
think
interfere with Dan's life.
I think, at the time, Jim was saying, "Dude, are you?" And I mentioned, I think I was working on. He told me I needed to finish it,
Yeah.
and uh, that was, I think, one of the catalysts to get me back to it. Now, the reason I call it "Be Your Own Hero" is it's not a self help book. Let me just state that right now.
Okay.
Um, it is a book designed to help. I don't like the term self help book
Yeah.
because if it were self help, you would just do it yourself. If you're reading a book or reaching out to someone, that's help. So that's not
Yeah.
self help. That's help. You've done something, and you're taking another person's advice, whether it's written down or not. That's help. So I didn't want to say, oh, like this is you doing this, but I did want to say, here it is, and here's what I've got going on. And the reason it's a conversation, I wrote it that way, is because that's what I do. I'm a hypnotherapist. I talk with people. Um, Instead of having a book that says, do this, do that, do this, and then do this, and if this happens, you're getting a series of protocols and answers. I wrote this in a conversational style.
Yeah.
And you may have noticed I added in some things because I know people when you're having a conversation, you tell someone you should do this, this, and this, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that." I'm like, "Okay, but did you do it?" So I
Right.
added some of that into the book.
Yeah. No, the
If you're
doing is
yelling
the
at the
hard
book and
part.
you turn the page, huh?
The doing is always the hard part. We always know
Yes.
it's the doing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're reading it and you go, "Oh my God, Dan! Oh yeah, whatever. This is so genius." You're going to turn the page to like, "Oh, I know what you're saying right now. What an epiphany!" Well, let me ask you this question, Susan. I don't think I put the word Susan in there, but I threw it out. Um, so it became kind of that catalyst. And there's also a section in there where we do talk about help
Mhm.
because sometimes being your own hero means you have to get help. You have to have the courage to say, I don't know how to do this. Will you teach me?
Yeah.
Um, so, as I've said many times over my life, like, I don't know how to use the vacuum. Is it no? Yes. Um,
And if you're a friend of mine, you
so
immediately get met with a YouTube link.
I know, right? So
I don't know how to do that.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
even know how
gotcha.
you came. Yeah, I don't even know how that happened, or where you saw it from. But you're like, you saw this, and like, why isn't that published?
Yeah.
Um, I think my intention was to actually self-publish it uh, through Dazzle Printing, but I just kept letting it sit there, and I kept tinkering with it and toying with it and tinkering with it, and letting it sit there and letting it sit there. It probably would have sat there forever uh, if that link hadn't come flying at me, and I might thinking to myself, she'll keep calling. She'll keep
That's right.
okay, okay. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. Okay, 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 okay. I'll go.
That's why you got the link immediately. There was no there was
Mhm.
no overthinking this. There was just it's going out there. Yeah.
The
Your first
Ferris Bueller
chapter,
moment.
your
Oh
first
yeah,
chapter, which is actually my favorite. And let me just open it up here,
yeah. You're gonna have to open it because I don't remember.
is a single thought. And I will say that is how I've gotten in trouble most of my life.
Oh
It
yeah,
always
yeah.
started with a single thought.
I've got an idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm the same way, and I think Grant is the same way. He gets an idea and he runs with it, and we both do. And I've always said I never know
Yeah.
what I'm doing is right or wrong until I'm done doing it. Um, but that inherent power of a single thought, you think of something and then you put it aside, and then it comes back, and then it comes back, and then if it's something that won't give up, you're going to need to act on it, right or wrong. you know, um, you need to act on it. So, and I've done a lot of wrong things,
Yeah.
uh, on a single thought. Skydiving. I did that twice to make sure I didn't like it the first time, but yeah. Um, but still, I mean, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll check it again.
Mhm.
And those things like are pretty potent. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I got to say on that. I mean, it is
Yeah.
it's a powerful thing. It really is, and
It is a
I know that's
powerful
odd
thing.
coming from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's immensely powerful thing because when I think about all the times that I didn't dare to have the thought of, "Ooh, could something be possible for me?" I missed out on so much life, on so many opportunities. I remember the first time I had gallbladder surgery and I gained a bunch of weight between moving from Canada to the US, the difference in foods. It was not a good conversion for me.
Yeah.
And so I easily
The
went from somewhere around 170 up to like 230. And I had tried so many different diets and things. And at some point, I just thought, it's not going to happen. Did veganism, it got worse. Like, clearly not going to happen. And then I remember seeing a friend who, I'll be as diplomatic as I can, isn't a particularly go get 'em style of person who said they did keto and dropped 30 pounds.
oh,
And right then it's like, well, if that person is not, super motivated and able to really enact things in their life, I could lose 30 pounds. What if? So a single
oh yeah,
thought actually led to me going ahead and losing 70 pounds afterwards over the course of like
oh
8 months.
yeah.
So that is the
See the
potency of a single thought. Because for years I didn't allow myself the thought. And then when I did, I got some really good
it,
traction.
yeah, it's cool. But the difference between food in Canada and the food in the United States is the food in Canada is not actively trying to murder you, um,
Yeah,
and it's
it's a
you
little
see,
less murdery.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. I
This
mean,
is why I'll
we
never be
have
monetized.
four. We have four different Captain Crunches. I mean,
Oh,
that is just cereal and fiber. That's just sugar and fiberglass. Yeah, that's all that
sugar
is,
and
and people
fiberglass.
can't get enough of it.
Allegedly.
That's all I can say.
Allegedly fiberglass, Dan.
Yes, if you've ever eaten it, you have to get that just right. It can't be. You can't eat it when you first pour the milk, and you can't wait too long because if you pour the milk and eat it,
Yeah.
you will shred the top of your mouth.
That's the one
It
that
has to
cuts
be at
you.
that
That's
right
right.
consistency to eat it.
It's
Yes,
the food
yeah.
that fights back.
There's timing with Captain Crunch. So,
Oh. So, was
eh,
there a thought that you had that that chapter was based on, or was it just the general consensus of that's what it takes to live life essentially, is to have that first thought?
oh, yeah, I did not have a thought on that. I know that through my experience, one thought can drive you forward. Because I've done it. There are things that I have done. I think this will work, and I don't let it. I'm like a dog with a bone. I won't let it go until I have either I'm on fire or I'm finished. So, and then
Quite
again, it was
literally.
either right or wrong.
Quite literally on fire. Ah.
Yes, yeah, I got a plan. That is the worst words you can hear from someone like me is I've got a plan, because it no, that's not going to work out. It's like the last time I followed one of your plans, we wound up in jail.
And
But
so
so
next
no,
chapter,
I just know that that's cool.
yeah. Next chapter you went into the science of positive thinking. What can you
Yeah,
tell us about that without giving the whole chapter away?
it is scientifically proven that the more positive you think, the better your life. You'll heal faster. You will feel better. You'll have more energy instead of being. And this comes from a guy that literally man, I know you and I have talked about this. If you looked just like a little bit past the surface, there would just be this energy of swirling rage. I mean, it's right there. I get up every morning and I
Mhm.
sit and I have a cup of coffee and I decide it's like, well, I could be angry and rage filled, or I could be positive and happy and or as happy as I get, um, and
Which
move forward
usually
in life that
culminates
way.
in the sentence, "That's a good cup of joe."
Yes. Yeah. So, hey, there's nothing like I can do it right now for you if you like. Like, please
Always
don't
ready.
do that. Yes. Yeah, I know that Michael Brody, he just loves my radio voice. Uh, he's a fan of it. He's not. He's really not.
He's not. I
Um,
genuinely am. I actually do enjoy your radio voice.
yeah. So a lot of people are like, "What? Did he just say that in that way?" But so positive thinking helps. I mean, why should you be always why? If you've got two choices, positive or negative, I mean, why be negative? You know, um, because being negative doesn't help. Other than to be negative. You know, or unless you could say, well, I'm positive, I'm going to be negative today. Um, that could help. All right. Well, at least you're positive about something. So,
That is the
um,
opportunity for a really good science joke, and I just really wasn't that good a student at that point. Don't be a negatron. Yeah.
yeah, don't be a negatron. So, we must get the energon cubes. And that is the I think that is a universal joke on all of humanity, that the same guy that voiced the heroic Autobots roll out also did the voice for thanks for noticing me. Probably gonna rain. You go from Optimus to Eeyore.
I
You
didn't
can
know
be
that.
Optimus, you can be Eeyore. Which one do you want to be? So,
I really didn't know that. Wow. Well, there's my childhood.
yeah,
Holy crow.
true story. So he did them both.
Yeah. Goodness.
So,
Have you ordered your
oh
author's
man,
copies yet?
I did not. I've
You
been
got
so
him.
busy doing other things.
You
Yeah.
got him? Don't go
Um,
with a matte cover. That is what I've learned.
okay.
Because it
So
seems like
I
a
don't even.
great
You
idea.
know what? I don't even think I've looked where to order the author copies. I've been so busy doing other stuff with
Yeah.
everything that I've got going on. I'm also, I will say this, I'm that guy. Like, okay, that's done. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing this. And there was still something over here I needed to do, which I haven't done yet, but I will. I always say, just one more thing. That's another saying of mine. Just one more thing, and I'll be finished. So I mean, really, I'm all I want out of life is just do not let it end butt cheeks up in the bathroom. That's all I'm asking out of life.
That's classy, Dan. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
You have no idea how many times I've seen that. It's not attractive. It's not the best
I
way
can
to
believe it.
go.
I can believe you've seen that more than anyone else. Yeah. It's almost like every time I get a new hypnosis client virtually, and the joke is how many headboards I've seen. It takes them a moment to realize why. It's because I'm about to see their headboard because they're going to crawl into bed before their hypnosis session and get as comfortable as possible. That's
Yeah,
hypnotist,
yeah.
ladies
The
and
only thing
gentlemen.
you
Thank
don't
you.
want to hear, yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing you don't want to hear on your hypnosis session when you're looking at a headboard is,
No.
oh
I don't allow them that. They,
man,
they don't they don't have that time. I don't offer nap service. They're very busy. They're
yeah.
engaged.
So I have accidentally taken people so deep they have fallen asleep into a state of hypnosis, and I have to bring them up. Um, I'm just like, well, I overdid it. Just all or nothing.
One time, Mike Brody Esdaled. I couldn't believe it. And it's like, well, that's what I get. The man who does the world's fastest inductions, world's fastest hypnotist. Of course he's not going to do relaxation therapy. He was gone, Esdaled all the way out. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I did bring him back up. We did finish
Thanks,
the
Mike.
session.
Like, I'm trying to show people how professional I am over here. You're saw logs.
He was gone, like just ethereally gone.
Oh, yeah. And he will too. I'm on the other end of that. To get me into you would actually probably need a mallet. I mean, not that people are bad hypnotists or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just that guy. I don't know. You know, I think I'm always, what happens is somebody starts to do a session and I start assessing their technique and their cadence and their suggestion and their language pattern.
Yeah.
I'm up here, well, no, they need to do this and they should be doing that. And then the guy that's supposed to be getting help over here is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need help. You're over here listening to language patterns.
Yeah, hypnotist
my
doesn't
guy's really
automatically make for a good hypnosis client. I've had to learn to just surrender. One confusational technique and I'm gone. I'm out.
Yeah, I haven't got there yet. Sad, really. But it's all good. Okay, where was I? Right.
We were talking about the positive science of, nope, brain fog again. The science of positive thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know me, I have looked into that. I have researched it academically, scientifically, psychologically, and from Kirchner to Gerdner and Griffin, it's there. It is proven and evidence-based. Positive thinking works. And I know, like I said, I know that's ridiculous coming from me, but it does.
It was enough to create a whole field, positive psychology. Incidentally.
I know, right?
So that's saying something. Yeah.
We're going to be so positive about the psychology. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And then I haven't gotten to this part of the book yet. Oh, go ahead.
What part?
I was the part where you share your story.
For years. So I shared a story. I've shared many stories.
Was chapter 3.
Involved? Was I not
in chapter 3? You share your own story.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you wrote it, Dan?
Just wanted to make sure.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I will. Yeah.
Well, when you read that, if you read chapter 3, you're going to see a very angry, rage-filled human being.
Yeah.
With an entirely closed world. So that is what you will see. And it will also take you into finding help. I don't want to give it away, but there was a catalyst to pushing my big, fat, lazy butt back out into the world. And
do we call her Heather?
Didn't care for it. Huh?
Do we call her Heather?
It was not.
It was not. Okay.
No, in point of fact, at that point in time in my life, Heather loathed the very reason. She loathed my existence. Me breathing bothered her. Yeah, but that was my fault. So there's I may have done bad things. You know, it just was not good.
Just recently I was doing, Andrew T. Austin has this amazing marketing class that he has on his website. And one of the things that he dropped, just a nugget that I kind of took away, was people often have a problem and it takes them at least a year to acknowledge or to realize that it's a problem. And then it likely takes them yet another one before they get help. So by the time somebody realizes they have a problem and they need help, it has already probably been 2 years on average.
You're going to read this and go, he went over the 2-year mark.
You vote for achiever.
I did. I was all in.
Yeah.
I knuckled down and showed you what I was made out of.
Oh.
So, you're gonna read it and go, in the name of all that is what, why, why? Oh, that's why. So it'll be a Sheldon moment.
You
Why?
know, but I
Why?
think you've come
Oh,
out
that's why.
swinging since then, and I think your nonstop momentum for creating things, whether it was the conference, the guild, the magazine, the podcast, or the numerous things that I have no doubt are still coming, I think you've made up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm making up for lost time. Because I know now I have so much. I only have so much time left.
Yeah.
I am definitely. I can literally see the finish line for where I am at right here. So, and I'm just saying, I would like that. Because I know where I'm going. It's gonna be warm. I'm gonna be like,
Ah,
yeah, it's hot down here. You couldn't manage the butt cheeks thing. Seriously? Come on.
you're going to go
I
out
mean,
senior
well,
Lannister style, huh?
yes. I had an old Irish priest I used to know. He said, "Well, the thing about hell is you tend to know most of the people." So
Sure. Sure. And I didn't like them in life.
there is a
So,
running joke in the fire service. I worked with a fella named Brandon Rogers. We worked together for about a little over 2 years, and he is
yeah.
an ordained minister, does deacon in his church, and they partnered him up with me. And they would say, yeah, like Brandon works at the church and serves people, and Dan knows where every strip club in Michigan is. So, and the thing that cracked him up the most
Yeah.
was for the 2 years that we worked together. It was like a real part-time job, but on the fire service, my paycheck was $666.66 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He thought that was hilarious.
Oh, goodness.
So, um, yeah, but
Mm.
also in this book, it talks about living life out loud. Um, Even though I wasn't in chapter 3, you'll see that I definitely was not. Um, that I was able to re embrace what I call the adventure, if you will. Um, I actually have a globe that somebody gave me that says the adventure begins here. It's from The Hobbit. They knew that I'd read that book.
Yeah.
Uh, I didn't tell them I was forced to read that book, but they knew that I read it, so they thought that I liked it, so they gave me that, and it kind of fits now. But yeah, it's like, well, it was a book report, and I had to. That was back in the '80s when you couldn't just have like get online and have something do it for you.
You
You
had
had
the
to
good
actually
books,
read the
Dan.
book, huh?
You had the good books at least. I didn't get the good books.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the book. I'm like, come on, where's the jacket, the thing on the back that tells you about the book on this? There's nothing. It's just a fancy dancy cover.
Yeah.
There's no synopsis or nothing. I had to read the whole book. So,
Did you see the movie with ire
um,
after, or were you able to just enjoy it?
I've seen all the movies.
Yeah.
I've seen all the animated movies. I've seen all the movie movies. Um, I don't know why I saw the. I will say this: in the animated movies, the
I've seen
orcs
them.
have tremendous singing voices. It's amazing.
I've
I
seen
mean
them, not
that
all of them, because
that's
it
an
takes a
army
lot to
that
sit
can.
through.
Yeah, I mean that's an army that can motivate itself. Let's not be. These guys can sing.
Oh,
Let's not kid
goodness.
ourselves. I would have thought that would have been so funny in the Peter Jackson movie if those guys just broke out into song.
Oh, man.
Just a nice choir, if you will. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, I should get back to the book, right?
Yes. Yes, we should.
So yeah, it is designed to talk to you and have a conversation. And I wrote it to be thought provoking, engaging, and to create ideas with everyone. Not per se, here's how to live your life, here's how you're going to make it better, but you know, think about it. Really just think because you can't write one book. as the old joke is, if self-help books really work, there'd only be one.
Right.
So per se,
Exactly that. Yeah.
yeah. Um, I mean, I know all men are born with the man handbook. Um, so page 47, subsection C, paragraph B, clearly states there's the bro code. You know, so you have those books, they work well, but really, if you think about it, some of the stuff in the bro code is a little weird.
Yeah.
So, um, and the man handbook is really, you either get to be fine or angry. It's just those 2 pages. You're fine or angry, nothing in between. Uh, so it's kind of sad.
No sports? Okay.
I am losing it. So yeah, as you read it, it's 99 cents on Instagram. Excuse me.
Amazon.
What is this? Amazon. There's
Correct.
also some things I put in there about social media. You know,
Oh.
as far as living life, and I've read the studies. 80%, as at the time I was writing this book, and it still holds true. 80% of people will go on a vacation just so they can post stuff on social media and say,
Oh
"Look how
no.
fabulous my life is."
Oh
Yeah, because it
no.
really comes down to that. Yeah, it really comes down to that Facebook is a mirror because that's how you want people to see you. Um,
Okay.
Instagram is a bullhorn. X is a bullhorn. And now you have so many others that are out there, like you know, Apple and these other social medias, and they're really about look how fabulous my life is. And
Yeah.
of course, you're only posting the bright moments in your life. And if you're just doing that, you know what I mean? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you?
Yeah.
I see people wandering around the places like the Grand Canyon. I went to the Grand Canyon. I must have saw 1,000 people there wandering around behind the phone. Instead of being present in the moment at the Grand Canyon and taking it in, you
Hmm.
know, per your senses, they're trying to take. And it's not a rich memory. It's not a full memory.
Yeah.
You didn't experience it. Your phone did.
Right.
So, but then I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Oh, wow. I really just went flying off the rails there, didn't I?
Yeah. My Instagram
Sorry.
is going to be very, very disappointed because it's auto posted from Facebook. I don't make those posts on Instagram. I don't
Yeah.
follow those rules, but I
Um,
do hear MySpace is making a comeback. I might be here for that.
yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I don't post a lot on my page, my normal. I Most of the stuff I do is business related. If you see a post, it's about the conference, it's about the magazine, it's about that. It's business.
Yeah.
I do put some posts up on my personal page, but people just they don't get it,
No, I
because
don't.
I do them. Yeah,
And it's
because
always
if you
if you
know, you
know,
know.
you know, and I never know, Dan. I never know.
It's like I don't know. Explain it to me.
I know it's a movie, it's a
um,
one-liner somewhere, but obviously I missed it.
I I put something up there one time, and it was just, and I was like, if you know, you know. And then everybody, I got a flood of comments like, you'll get through it, buddy. Stay positive.
Oh,
Da, da, da."
no.
I'm like, okay, none of
I
you know.
remember that. I remember that.
Stay strong, Dan. Like, oh my goodness, none of these people know.
Oh, no, no, nobody knew.
It's like posting at Christmas that shots have been fired at the Nakatomi Towers, and people are like, "Oh, prayers and thoughts."
You almost got a wellness check, Dan. You were this close from getting a wellness check.
And it's like, okay, clearly no one got that. Uh, so yeah.
Oh, God.
Um, but yes. So yeah, you put it out there. And I will say this: this is you're going to be mildly. I think you'll be mildly impressed. Because as you know, I don't talk about that. I don't talk about myself a lot. Uh, I'm just not that guy. So, but in this, I talk about myself a a little bit. Or I talk about the me that was and
Yeah.
is to this day. Everybody always says, "Oh no, he was a different person then." No, I just stopped doing those things. I'm still the same person. Um, I just don't live like that anymore, uh, per se. I mean, I know that when my cousin moved in to the apartment, I had one TV sitting on top of another TV because the one TV didn't work, but it was a console, so I just put the other TV on top of it. So, and, and that was it, man. I think I had a DVD player, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah, you'll read about that.
Was there a single
Um,
recliner chair? I'm willing to bet there was. Yeah.
there's a single recliner chair in my house now. Um, as
Yeah.
as as the great Barney Stinson says, there's one pillow, there's one towel, and there's a get out.
Oh god, I think I remember
Where
that.
does the
Yeah.
hoe go? I don't know. The logo, patent pending by Stinson. Um, he was one of my favorite characters on that show.
Oh god.
So, the spring-loaded toilet seat.
Yep.
So if you don't know, they probably don't know that I'm talking about How I Met Your Mother and,
Yeah.
um, you know, good old Barney Stinson, the,
Yeah.
one of the greatest heterosexual males of our time, played by a
Yeah.
homosexual male because he's just that good of an actor.
He is.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it just was great. Hmm. And he actually said that himself. Those are his words, not mine. But
So
so,
if someone's about to
any
grab
other
your
questions?
book and they don't know if
Ah,
it's for them or not, how can they discern that this is the self-help book that they need?
so I would say if you are looking for something to engage your mind and create not only motivation but to drive you to an action, this is it. If you're looking for something to help, strengthen your spirit or release your burden, this is not it. So it
Yeah.
is not a release your burden book, but it is a book that will get you to think about moving. I always say that to my clients, man. It's not enough to feel; you have to act.
Yeah.
You know, emotions fade, actions, leave scars. So, and they create rich memories. And yeah,
That is the gift of rage, though. That really is. And a lot of my clients don't get that. When they have the anger, they don't realize what a gift it actually is. Great. You're not stuck on the couch. You're going to go do stuff. This is wonderful. You're going to use that.
you have to use, and you're talking to
Yeah.
a man that once snapped a vacuum cleaner over his leg because it wasn't working right. Um, you're just like, oh my goodness.
No, I'm thinking about my spouse last month, only it was my steamer nozzle and it did nothing wrong to him. He still hasn't replaced it. This is why he's not
It
allowed to
did
use my
nothing wrong to
things.
you. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice
I
things.
thought that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, I grew up in that family, man. My grandmother, like, this is why you can't have nice things. Yeah, great, no, please.
Talk about a knee-jerk reaction. Sean, the captain for the kill.
Eggs, and for the win, Sean Captain Kostiak, full phasers, he's down.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's not a stun. He had that sucker set to kill. Uh, but so that, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Check it out, and leave me a good review. If you don't like it, you don't have to leave a bad review.
That's right.
Just if you do like it, leave a good review.
Thanks so much, Dan, for
Wow, that
taking
was really
time.
seamless of
And
you, right?
no, that was what we're here for. But thank you so much for coming on and taking time to do this, because I know you're also on shift and you're a busy guy. So thank you so much. And thanks everyone for
Thank you.
chiming in and watching.
All right.
All right.
Bye,
Stay
everybody.
happy, stay healthy, stay well. Dan will see you out there.